Deputy Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea, Honorable Sam Basil, was murdered by evil men to maintain their political power. The reason why they killed Honorable Sam Basil is to still control the election in 2022. When Sam Basil flew out from the government that he was in, they knew that it will be a major obstacle for them to maintain their control and maintain their power through rigging the election, through hijacking the democracy of Papua New Guinea. They knew that it will be a major obstacle because the Pangu party is the party of Morobe. And Sam Basil was the rightful person to stand up as the leader, party leader of Pangu party, because Pangu party belongs to Morobe province. Because of that reason, they were intimidating him. Before he left, they intimidate Sam Basil. Remember Paita, Brian Kramer? They intimidate Honorable Sam Basil. And our Prime Minister was trying to be a mediator during that process. But Sam Basil stood up for what he believed. He knew that the government that he was in was not the right government. And even before the election started, he said, the government is here. We have the number. We will form the new government in 2022. That is why they took him out even before the election started. That is what Papua New Guinea and the people of Morobe must not forget. Honorable Sam Basil was murdered on the broad daylight, and we must not forget it. They did the same thing to Yambagoguk. Yambagoguk, they conspired and they poisoned him in the Airways Hotel in Port Moresby. But Honorable Sam Basil, they killed him on the broad daylight. Papua New Guinea, we must not forget the history of those good leaders of the country. Yambok Auk, now Sam Basil, founding fathers who have died and go. We must not forget the history. But when you come to Sam Basil, he died in the eye of Papua New Guinea national general election. That is something we must not take it lightly. They knew that if Sam Basil was still around, the power hungry, the evil man will not maintain their political power. That is why they took him out very early. I want you to watch this video. This video is the clue why Sam Basil was murdered.
We had something from Rainbow Beta in regards to what discrimination. So
okay, yeah.
Can you explain?
Thank you. There are many intimidations going on. As you can see that from government we have project funds, and project funds are passed through the supplementary budget. And of course, when you know that members, we got up and we packed up and we left. Meaning that not all our members have access to those funds, as well as other coalition partners who walk past. Some other party leaders are saying that no, we have to stay back a little bit for a week so our members get their checks first. So I believe that the finance minister has made a call. I welcome his call. Start putting the names and publish. I'll do the same for other parties that are benefiting from the government as well. So I don't have any problem with that. But I'd like to call to the Prime Minister and his senior ministers. Please stop using police. We've got Mutuwel, Minister Mutuwel. He's been intimidated by Brian Kramer that he will be charged. We had other members here that their cases will be brought forward. And I had members from Ombudsman Commission sent by the Prime Minister to Bololo District intimidating my staff as well. So that is the very reason I left, because I was being written a letter by Ombudsman Commission, and the Prime Minister told me that, don't worry, I'll talk to them. That really pissed me off. Why should a Prime Minister have access to Ombudsman Commission? This is wrong. That is one of the reasons why I left. Because when I did my last statement in the government caucus before I walk out, me talking about top pissinosem. How? Now you people member of Highlands, you people sabi osem. Tomorrow about referring Islaman, all by writing password Islaman. This means that Ombudsman Commission has been infiltrated by the members of parliament, including the Prime Minister himself. That is why I left. Mipla leader place belum mipla kam. Mipla no kam lo ba mipla kam da you man lo narabla place ba kisimo lo na tram lo intimidating mipla. We are a leader in our own rights. How can another member of parliament who happens to be Prime Minister or senior ministers have access to police and ombudsman and all this and start intimidating members of parliament? That's wrong. We want a good government. We want a government that respects institutions. We want a government that respects everything, like Charles has put it. We have increased the overdraft facility, the TF facility, from 300 million to 1.2 billion. Without realizing, we might be funding our deficit budget from that money instead of covering wages every fortnight that we normally run short of money, because money is nowadays hard to come by. So we have many reasons why we walked across. The numbers are here, and the government is here. We look forward to have a new government We look forward to have a good government, and we look forward to deliver census next year in 2022. We want a fair election for all people in Papua New Guinea, not like the one in Goroka. The Goroka by-election is riddled with theft and corruption. Thank you.
I am appealing to you all Papua New Guineans, the patriots of Papua New Guinea, those who believe in the Papua New Guinea dream, those who believe in leaders like Honorable Sam Basil must stand up and avenge the death of Honorable Sam Basil so that his soul can rest in peace. We must not let this slip through our hands. We must not entertain evil men to kill another leader who is standing against corruption, who is standing against mismanagement of the country, who is standing against them because he don't believe in their leadership. We must not let that slip away. Papua New Guinea, it's time to be educated. It is not time to idle away. It is not time to be a spectator. It is not time to say yes, yes, boss, yes, boss. It is time to say no, and it is time to think, and it is time to make good decisions for a future generation. That is why even he was a deputy prime minister, he left the government. That's what Papua New Guinea must take into account. He was a deputy prime minister and left the government. Why? Because he was a leader. He was the true Kumul of Papua New Guinea. No one can quit deputy prime minister position and just live like that. Honorable Sam Basil did it. That is the qualities and trait of a true leadership. We must not forget that. That is why we must avenge the death of Honorable Sam Basil so that his soul will rest in peace.
Saber